What up, figure freaks? Gingervitis75 here. We are doing a review of Squadron Supreme Marvel Legends 2-pack with Nighthawk and Blur. Basically, these guys are imitations of the Justice League, either evil versions or alternate version. Kind of, I guess, created to look like the Justice League, but just for some people for the Avengers to beat up on. I think DC did it with like the Ultramarine Corps or whatever, where they're like fake knockoffs of the Avengers and they're just punching bags for Superman and Batman. Nonetheless, these figures I think are cool. Or the characters I think are really cool. I think it's a good idea. I like Hyperion, Power Princess, Dr. Spectrum, as well as these two. You can tell he kind of looks like Batman. This guy's got similar outfit and powers as the Flash. Let's check out the box here. Front cover art. Switch over to the side. We got a couple profiles of the figures. At least it looks like figures. Maybe it's digital rendering, but it looks like the figures themselves. On the back, we got all the fun stuff down there. Up here, we kind of got them... Well, we got their accessories. We got the good old batarangs, and they look to both have swappable hands, fists and C-grips, or grab hands, whatever. Then we go over here. We got a little artwork with the two heroes, villains. On the top it says Squadron Supreme. Barcode on the bottom. All right. Let's tear this box open and see what we got. All right, got them out of the box now. Now, if you guys recall one of my latest videos when I did the Avengers Black Knight and Cersei, I didn't really feel too happy about those figures. These figures are what I wanted. These figures are great. Now, let's get some real good characters, some mainstream characters, and give them the same treatment, because these guys got the articulation, they have the double jointed elbows and knees, both of them. I love the paint. The look of both of these guys are awesome. We'll go through articulation here in a second, but I'm going to talk about accessories. We got the cape that goes with Nighthawk. Red on the inside, black on the outside. Looks familiar, kind of. Kind of like a Batman cape on this side. But it is a nice mold. It hangs on his back pretty well. I'll show you guys that in a second. Then we got these two kind of open hands. Boy, that natural sunlight is not helping. But I think there's something pretty cool. We got these batarangs, or hawkerangs, whatever you want to call them. They're pretty wicked. Dang, that sun is killing me. I'm gonna go like that, sorry. Which you can fit in between each finger. I think it's actually more this hand, but it's wicked. As you can see, they both come with fists, and then this guy's got the open hands as well. Blur, or the Blur. Kind of grabby hands. It'd be nice if he had like the slap hands so he could look like he's sprinting. And then of course we got these batarangs, hawkerangs in triplicate. Pretty wicked. The articulation's pretty much the same for both of them. Little head wobble there. Goes all the way around. Looks up. Pretty good. Looks down. Real nice. Got the butterfly joints here. Up. Twist around. Double jointed elbows. pivot and twist on the fists and hands. We got the stomach crunch. We got the waist swivel. Got the splits there, not too bad. The thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knee. Let's see if he can kick his own butt. Bam, easily. We got the cut down here under the knee. And then of course, swivel pivot on the foot. Same thing pretty much goes for Blur. We'll just kind of go through it real quick. Twist around, we got the butterflies. Boom. Cut on the bicep. Double jointed elbow, look at that. Twist pivot on the fist or the wrist. Stomach crunch, waist swivel. That belt kind of gets in the way, it kind of moves around a little bit, that's okay. Splits. Not bad. Thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knee. Boom. Nice. So in comparison to the Black Knight and Cersei, these figures are awesome. They got the right treatment. And they look great. I love the paint. I mean, Black Knight should have gotten this treatment. He is a pretty popular hero. I mean, they've done 3 figures of him so far in the last, 10 years? So they should have changed things around and made him a little cooler. This guy's awesome. I'm sorry about this natural sunlight. I'm trying to get these videos done, and I work probably about 60 to 70 hours a week, so it's kind of tough. I gotta bide my time a little bit better, but so you're getting lots of shadows. I like the face. All this molding is cool too. Pretty wicked. And the colors are great, you know, like the yellow and the gray with the little red. I really like it. All right, well, there we got the paint apps. You got a little look at the articulation. Got these things that kind of, this one's bending a little bit the wrong way. I might have to heat it up. But I think it's kind of supposed to be tucked back there like that. Yeah, it's kind of, this one's kind of weird. Anyways, these figures look great. I love them. Let's switch up some hands here. I'm gonna put this on, and I'll show you what I mean by these batarangs. It's pretty wicked. I actually think it's a cool feature. I don't know if they meant to do it like this, but what you can do is take this hand, take these batarangs, and just kind of slip them in between each finger. You know, like he's almost like holding it Gambit style. But with Gambit, they actually made hands with stuff, with effects and cards stuck in the hand that you can't remove. But with this, it's not the story. And then you can you can fill each slot with a boomerang. I'm just gonna call them boomerangs because batarang is kind of weird. So there, he's holding that. He's about to fling them all at you. And again, these guys are a part of the Squadron Supreme or Squadron Sinister, depending on what universe you're looking at. I'm gonna throw the cape on this guy here. He's got the one hole. Okay, come on, we gotta get you to stand up right. That cape kinda go. see if we can pose this guy in like a little running pose here with any speedster. Kind of want to get that pose, see if he can kind of one foot it. I'm gonna have to take him off camera here to do it. Ooh, dang, that thigh cut just wants to pop right off. Come on, buddy. Come on, Gummy. There we go. It's not a bad running pose, is it? I don't know. Let's try to get some angles here. Sorry if you can hear any voices in the background, but I got the football game on today. It's Sunday, November 12th, I think. There we go. That's not looking too horrible, huh? That might be a glamour shot right there. Look at that. All right, so we got a little idea of these figures. I'm going to bring in some comparisons, some teammates. You might like this segment because I'm going to bring in some members of the Justice League and we're going to compare the Squadron Supreme to the Justice League. All right, comparison time now that we got, well, the sun's being a little more forgiving and got some stuff cleared out of the table. So here we got Nighthawk and Blur. And everyone knows that they are part of a superhero team that resembles the Justice League. And of course, there's going to be other heroes on the team. Nighthawk resembles Batman. Blur resembles Flash. I know I'm going with this little theme here, but it's true. I mean, that's where these guys come from. I grew up reading a little bit about Nighthawk because he was in the Defenders and was like a member early on, and I thought he was cool. I knew he was kind of a wannabe Batman, and there's others like Shroud and Moon Knight and Midnighter, whatever. There's a lot of Batman doppelgangers. There's a lot of Superman doppelgangers, which we're going to bring in now. We got Hyperion. All these figures are pretty, I would say, strong, except for, you know, as I knock down Blur. Come on, you can be, there we go. But I like these Squadron Supreme figures. This guy is great, and the head sculpt is right on. The only thing lacking is the pinned arms. He got pinless knees. But how much better would it be if you just had flawless skin, no little robot joints, you know? I mean, this guy would look perfect. And I like this figure a lot. It is a great figure. The colors really pop. Like I said, this yellow and the orange pop. I think the yellow here pops. This guy looks good. I'm impressed with the paint. Very bright colored. Then we also have the want-to-be Green Lantern in Dr. Spectrum. There he is with his diamond. We're going to have to raise the camera up a little bit. So he's got his little Spectrum stone here, little diamond prism or whatever. Much like the Green Lantern's ring, and he's kind of a light type guy. We got the Flying Strong Man. We got the Night Prowler Dark Knight, Nighthawk, whatever, and then we got the Speedster. And soon we will have Power Princess, and that'll kind of, I guess, complete. I know there was more members, but those 5 are the notables, and so Power Princess is just like Wonder Woman. Before I bring out the Justice League here to show you the comparisons, Nighthawk. This isn't the original design, nor was he a black guy. Originally he was, I think it's Kyle Richmond, and he kind of resembled Dick Grayson. I think they kind of wanted him to be more like Nightwing, but he kind of evolved and they made him into Batman. And so let's put in this guy. This guy came out a few years ago. They could update it. The cape is pretty cool, but it's hard to balance them. The paint on the chest is not great. Like you can see like the blue kind of bleeding through. But put this guy on this body and whoa baby, look out. I like them both. I actually think that this guy might slip into like my top. I might have to extend my top 10 to my top 15, maybe even top 20, because there's so many figures that I like, but this is great. So is the Blur. All these guys could be tossed in here. But of course, this is old school. We got the pinned arms, pinned knees, double jointed still. But this figure could have been so much better. And it was cool at the time. Like I like the sculpting here on the eyes with the little wings underneath. You know, I don't know if he deserves a new figure. I think guys like him and maybe Guardian from Alpha Flight, they could update him. The freaking flying candy cane. As you see, he's got these little mini claws here. Yeah, the orange just looks, I don't know, it comes off kind of dirty. I had a custom Nighthawk made because I liked him so much out of a, I don't know, it was like a DC Universe Classics Superman cape that I cut. And I can't remember what buck it was. It was some Bucky cap thing. But the guy molded these underneath and they fell off. It was a disaster. Anyways, update this guy. That would be cool. He's not a bad figure. And I like the character of Nighthawk too. I just remember him being from the Defenders when like some of the X-Men were on there. I think Beast, Angel, Iceman, Moon Dragon, Gargoyle. He needs a fig. He needs a Marvel Legend. Gargoyle definitely needs one. So yeah, I'm trying to get them all captured in here. And like, I'm not a big fan of yellow, but this yellow and the yellow on Hyperion are awesome. I want to see if this Wolverine matches up with... it's close, but it's not the same. Uh-oh, are you going to fall over now? Nope. I mean, yeah. Blur is a little brighter. This guy's a little duller. I like this yellow, though. It really is a good contrast and looks great with the black and the blue. I love this figure and definitely making it my top 10. I keep coming back to this guy and keep busting him out in my reviews, but it is a fabulous figure. All right. So we're gonna take this guy away. See a Wolvie. We're gonna bring in the Justice League. Is this gonna look all right? It looks all right. All right. Now this review is about these two guys, but I'm just throwing everybody in there. You know, I kind of did the articulation. Uh-oh, we got company. All right. Had to damn the children to their upstairs quarters. No, I'm just playing. All right, so we're gonna bring in our alternate Hyperion. DC Universe Classics Superman. These figures are old and basically what got me back into collecting. So basic. And when I was collecting these, I was like, I'll never buy Marvel Legends. Nah, fuck that. Here I am. Probably 1,000 Marvel Legends deep. So there we got that. We got the Green Lantern, DC Universe Classics, and I have these superpower stands here that I got. Awesome. I love these figures. They were so many different characters deep. Like, they might, yeah, they probably don't have Marvel Legends beat. Marvel Legends have been going hard for a while. But lots of different various characters in the DC Universe Classics. Super fun line. So we got Green Lantern, and he would go up against Dr. Spectrum. Now, to go up against Nighthawk, we got the old school Batman. Looking like he was from the Superpowers. I love this utility belt. Pretty much, like, if you look at these two guys, Hyperion is huge compared to Superman. They're all 6-inch scale, but these are just old. These are almost like, you can almost put them at 5.5-inch scale. They're a little bit smaller, more compact, but primitive, you know, they are older. And then we got the Flash running in to take out Blur. Oh, that's looking cool. Get these guys in battle mode. They're all karate chopping each other. Sounds like the bike's one. There we go. Pretty rad. All right, well, we're gonna tie it up there. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Please like and subscribe and comment. Check you later. All right, just a real quick rating of them. I'm gonna give them each a number rating. Real quick, for the Nighthawk, I like this figure a lot. Super solid. I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10 stars, or 10 whatever. The batarangs in between the fingers is a nice little touch. I don't know if they've ever seen that before. Great mold, pinless technology. Looks super cool. The cape is great. He just gets a little bit more of a better rating because he has the accessories. With Blur, he got a 7.5. Very solid figure. Same thing, pinless knees, pinless elbows, swappable hands. That's all he gets. He is a speedster. I like the molding up here on the head, and the sunglasses looks super solid. So he's getting a 7.5. Nighthawk gets an 8.5. Both of them are super solid. I like them, and I'm pretty excited to get Power Princess so I can complete my Squadron Supreme team. So hope you guys like the review. Take care. Have a good November month. I should have my best of 2023 by the end of December, around Christmas time. Working on it right now, compiling all the numbers and the facts and figuring things out. We'll see you then. We'll have a couple reactions and reviews for some WWE Elites coming up. All right, take it easy. Later.